Hello everyone. So, I'm gonna make this video just kind of answering questions, comments on shorts that I've been posting, or posts on Instagram, DMs, even friends just texting me like, what happened? You don't fish anymore? Like, what's going on? And yes, I do. No, not really. But I will. What's going on right now? I will continue fishing. I still love fishing, and that will be this channel. For those of you that don't know, I moved to South Carolina on June 1st. My wife and I, we loaded up a U-Haul that we rented with a trailer that we also rented to tow her car, and then she drove the truck towing the boat. Everything packed to the gills, other than the car seat for my 1-year-old and the passenger seat in the U-Haul for my dog. But anyway, so we were supposed to close on this house on June 6th. We left June 1st, and we're like, we got 5 days, we're fine, we'll get to South Carolina and close. Alright. About 2 days later, we were staying in a hotel in Missouri, just outside of Kansas City, and we get an email saying, well, closing's been pushed back to the 9th. Okay, whatever. So we're like, oh, we'll just take it easier then. So we ended up Eastern Tennessee, stayed there for a couple of days because my wife has family there. Stayed in a hotel there for a couple of days and saw them. And then it was like, whatever, the 6th we get another message. We're about to leave, everything. We had already left, we were on the road, get another email saying, well, now closing's pushed back to the 13th. Ended up getting, like, after a couple days, got into South Carolina anyway, and we ended up having to stay in South Carolina for like a week, and until we closed the late afternoon of June 13th. Finally moved into our house on the 14th. Also, just let me say, so we bought a really big, really nice, but really old house for a very good price, but it was a foreclosure that had been sitting for a couple of years, that they had offers that fell through and all this stuff. So before we could even close on it, when we were in the process of trying to close, we had to get the roof replaced. I won't say how much, tens of thousands of dollars. That was on us because it was a foreclosure and all that. And just some other stuff. But we moved in. It's a giant house built in 1950. That's a 4-bed, 2-bath, but that doesn't do it justice. It's also got a massive living room in it, like a living room bigger than apartments I've lived in. A big formal dining room with another smaller dining room, little breakfast nook thing. Also with an add-on of another giant living room slash den that they added on right over here. It's a big house, and but old, and they had carpet over everything, so I spent, like, they had nasty carpet over the whole house, but it was built in 1950, so it all has hardwood under it. So I spent over a month, like 2 months, just ripping out miles of carpet, it seemed like, and refinishing hardwood and doing all of that. And then also we had some plumbing issues, fixed those, replaced toilets, did all this stuff for you know, pretty much the whole time. While doing that, I'm also watching well, she's 16 months old now, but watching our daughter doing all of that, so being stay-at-home dad and also handyman around the house and remodeling this whole freaking thing. But as far as the fishing, about a month after living here, I was like, I gotta go fishing. I'm gonna go. Went to go leave on a Sunday to Santee Cooper, which is close to us. That's a big reason why we moved out here. It was to be close to Santee Cooper. Went out there. If you don't know Santee Cooper, giant. It's two lakes that are, it's Lake Marion, Lake Moultrie. They're connected by the Santee River. And Moultrie is the smaller one, but it's still huge. For you guys that don't know, they're in Colorado. The biggest lake I would fish in Colorado consistently would be like Horsetooth or Lake Pueblo, whatever. Decent sized lakes, but I think Horsetooth's about 4,500 acres and Pueblo's like 5,500. Just Lake Marion itself is 110,000 acres, so it's huge. But anyway, went out there, went to Moultrie actually first, and I think it's about 50,000 acres. So still big lake, whatever. Got out there as soon as I put the boat in the water. My fish finder in the back was not working. And all I could, like, literally it was not working. It was just colors like crazy. Wasn't reading anything. The only thing I could get was water temp, which was 85 freaking degrees because it was July, which is another thing I was not used to. But I had picked this area and thought, okay, that's fine, whatever. I wanted to kind of map and figure it out a little bit, but couldn't really do that. So I put down the trolling motor in this area, big area with cypress trees. Thought, well, I could find just on the trolling motor some little depths and all that. Nope. And literally after an hour, not even, yeah, it was about an hour, I guess, of trying to do that, just moving around, fishing cypress trees that were only like 5 feet deep, and hoping to kind of find a little channel or something that runs through there. My troll motor went out. So the battery on the trolling motor went pretty much completely out, and I could barely move on the thing. Like 1 mile an hour, could barely coast anywhere. But I still kind of tried for like another hour, and then just finally said screw it. So I needed a new fish finder for the console and needed a new battery for the trolling motor. And then also, like I said, closing on this house, moving cross country, and then remodeling this house. We had no money. We pretty much put everything into just getting here. Didn't have money to spend hundreds of dollars on new stuff. So finally did get a new fish finder here on the console, and new battery for the trolling motor, and we're good to go. So tomorrow I should be going back to Santee Cooper. I am going to go to Marion, actually, the bigger lake, and just kind of, I'm just going to pick a section and just kind of try to figure it out and hopefully catch some fish. Videos will be coming, and I'm going to catch some giants out here. And I'm super excited, and we love it. I mean, I'm happy to be out here. It's just right now we're struggling a little bit, but love this house, love this area. Glad to be out of Colorado, to be honest. Place is just kind of a joke right now. Love it out here, so yeah. Anyway, I will be fishing tomorrow, actually. We'll see how that goes. And I'll see you guys on the next one.